I'm rooting for everybody black. But maybe I just didn't like it enough to remember that. Girl, I don't know what I was on. It's not on here. Don't Run is not on here. What are y'all on? Hey, welcome back to my channel. It is time to vote for some book awards. No, not the Goodreads awards. I'm gonna be voting for the It's Lit Literary Awards. So these awards are put on by Black Girls Who Write. It looks like their first one was in 2019. I started voting for the 2023 awards. So this is my third. In 2024, I voted for the 23. In 2025, I voted for the 24. And then we're now in 2026, so we're gonna be voting for last year's, for the 2025 awards. Now this time, I actually did take screenshots of my nominations. Nominations opened on January 5th and it closed on January 24th. They have different categories like Queen Author of the Year, Best Poly Book, stuff like that. And you put in your nominations. And now we have the first round of voting. It opened on February 4th and it closes on February 13th. So it opened yesterday. Today is the 5th. So from there, we're gonna get the final vote, and I believe it's gonna be 5 in each category, and that's gonna be open starting February 16th till the 23rd. I don't believe I did a video last year surrounding the awards, but I know I did one my first year on YouTube. I want to say it was my second video, and actually my first real video for my channel, just not my first video. My first video was just an introduction. I voted in one, two, I don't know, but I voted in a couple. I didn't vote in everything because I didn't really know what to put in. So I don't know if I'm gonna vote in categories that I haven't read anything, you know, because I hate doing that, just voting to vote, because I hate when you do that for the Goodreads awards. I hope that they're in order of what I have. First one is the Too Lit Award. Okay, I can still vote in it, but that was one during the first round when you were putting in nominations that Black authors nominate their favorite book content creator or book reviewer. So let's see who's in here. Let's see. Do I know these people? Okay, I see Britt, of course. I see Casey. I see Jordan. And I might follow some of these people, but the names aren't really ringing a bell. Andrea Reads? That sounds familiar. Niecy Loves Books. Robin. Okay. I am going to be voting for Britt and her books because if you know, you know. With the little stiff ponytail. Yeah. Author Queen of the Year. Now the way that these awards are set up, I believe that you can't nominate anyone that's won within 2 years. So all of these people that are nominated didn't win last year, and I don't believe won the year prior. So I nominated JL Seegers. Let's see if she's on here. And I don't know if I'm gonna vote for who I nominated. You know what I mean? I want to see what other people put. So I see A. Blossom, A. Lewis. Okay, I can't read all of these out loud. Asia Monique. I haven't read an Asia Monique book in so long. My back is killing me. Brianne Dene. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. Danielle Allen. Elle Kaysen. JL Seegers. Yeah, we're just we're gonna vote for her because she's who I nominated anyway. Christina Forrest. But JL Seegers was my top author last year. I read 8 of her books. So I gotta vote for her. Next is Author King of the Year. I don't read lots of books by men, but I did nominate Eric LaSalle. Let me just see if he's on here. Okay, I see Brandon Massey. Y'all, my back hurts. Dr. Daniel Black. Okay, Eric LaSalle. Best New Author. I don't believe I voted for this because, again, I didn't. Let me make sure I'm not lying. Yeah, I did not vote for Best New Author because I wasn't keeping up. I may have read some of these authors, but I didn't know that that was their debut book or something. So let's see who was a debut author last year. Did I read anyone here? See, I might not vote for this because I don't even. Evie Daniels? That sounds familiar. And it just doesn't feel right to just pick somebody, you know? Yeah, I don't know any of these people. Seriously, you have to slow down to get around the curve. And watch, he speeds up once he gets around. Y'all might not be able to hear, but he did speed up. So I'm not gonna vote for this one because I don't recognize any of these names, which means I also did not read any of their books, and it doesn't feel right. So skip. Okay, Best Black Women's Fiction Book. Who did I put? I didn't do that one either. I didn't have a book in mind to put there. Oh yeah, I guess so, because it's, again, these are new releases, so I can't just put any Black book. It has to be from 2025. Okay, so let's see what was new last year. Oh, that's why Netra Antoinette, that's why she sounded familiar. She wrote the Body Language series. Okay, can't get enough. I didn't read it though. I didn't read it last year. Cutthroat! I do want to read that book. Planning on reading it this month. Why would they put that in Best Fiction? That's Best Fiction? Oh, well, yeah, women's fiction. I don't know. I feel like that main genre would be more so horror or something, or thriller. But I might be thinking about the wrong book. Friction. Oh, I did not like Friction by CCJ. I did read it last year. I did not like it. It's my least favorite CCJ book. I'm in love with a stripper. Needy Little Things. I did read that last year. I DNF'd it, I think. I think I DNF'd. I did not read Sweet Heat. The Girls Who Grew Big. I haven't read it yet though. This is the same author that wrote Nightcrawling, and I really enjoyed that book. I didn't read it yet. If only I'd read it. Oh! The Last Man on Earth. I did read that. That came out. It did come out last year, and I did enjoy it. Okay, so we're voting The Last Man on Earth. Best historical romance. I do read a bit of historical romance. No, not really historical romance, but okay, no, I didn't put anything. Good Dirt and Happy Land. Oh, Harlem Rhapsody. But you see, here's the thing. My problem with these kinds of categories is sometimes I feel like books are put in here, but they don't necessarily fit in that category. So like this maybe should have just been Black historical fiction, but they added the romance. I feel like some of these books are not going to be romance. Like Harlem Rhapsody, I read it. I loved it. I'm probably going to vote for it, actually. But I don't know if... Oh, and I read Junie. See, I would have put these books, but I didn't think that those were romances. But maybe when I think about historical, if they don't have a couple on the cover in arms about to kiss, it's not a romance to me. So maybe that's why. But Harlem Rhapsody or Junie? Well, I already put it, so I'm going to stick with Harlem Rhapsody. But I did read Junie. Best Black book series, I don't even need to check, but I will anyway. I had put the series by J.L. Seegers. I put Passion and Politics. Now that I think about it, is it really a series if it's only 2 books? It's a duet. But I'm sure I'm going to see it on here anyway. Certified Pressure. I DNF'd. I thought the first book was so problematic. I'm sorry. Family Ties. Fire Company 143. I read the first book, loved it. For some reason, when I started the second book, I just was not in the mood. And so I DNF'd and I just never picked it back up. But I am planning on picking it back up this year. Las Vegas Ramblers by Keisha Thompson. Did I read the second book? I did. I read the first 2 books. So this must be on here because of the third book. See, when I was thinking about a series, I'm thinking about the entire series came out that year. But some of these books, it's because they had a book release last year. Passion and Politics, period. And the reason why I am also going to pick that is because both books actually came out last year. I've never read Legendborn. I used to own it, and then I just never read it. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm just going to get rid of it. But now I want to read it. Best Black Collaborative Series. I don't believe I voted for anything because I don't think I read. Yeah, I didn't read anything. And I do have some favorite collaborative series, but they're not from last year. Okay, so I probably won't vote for any of these. Okay, I'm not going to vote for this. Best Black Urban Romance. I put 10,000 Hours with a Rich Menace by Jaquel, or Jaquel. I don't know how to pronounce her name, my bad. Okay. Cutthroat, Drew. Missionary with a Menace, what's that? It's not on here. I wonder, it came out last year, I think. Because I think what takes them so long is because they do check to see if these books did come out in 2025. And I don't know, because there's a lot of books in these categories, so I don't know, like, is it depending on how many people nominate books? So like a book will make it on the list when 5 or more people have typed it in. You know, I don't know. Or just did it not come out last year? Well, then I can't vote. I didn't read any of these. Again, I didn't really read any new books last year. That was my issue. Oh my gosh. Best Black Interracial or Multiracial Romance by a Black author. I put A Lesson in Obedience by Ali Shantae. It's a duet, and both books did come out last year, but I went with, I think that's the first book. A Lesson in Obedience is the first book on here. Did I read anything else? Huntsman, I am planning on reading that. I saw Babe in Library talk about it, and I went straight to Storygraph to add it. I actually read lots of interracial, and it kills me every time. Ride With Me by Simone, I'm not planning on reading that. I read the first book. I may have gotten rid of it already. It's called Cross the Line. It was way too long. I did read Shadowed Obsession. I did read Son of the Morning. That was interracial or multiracial? Because I do know there is a category in here where I didn't know what to put because I had multiple books that I could have added. And I do remember Son of the Morning, and I just don't remember which category it was that I was struggling with. Was it this one? But I don't remember that being multiracial or interracial. Maybe it was. Well, it had to have been. It's in the category. Ooh, so wait, what did I put? A Lesson in Obedience? I have a feeling Son of the Morning is gonna be in another category, so we're gonna save it for now. But I did love it. I wasn't expecting to see it in this category. Okay, and I didn't read anything else. Okay, so we're gonna stick with the one that I voted for. Best Black Holiday Romance. I think I went with Etta Easton, and it better be on here. I'm gonna riot if she didn't make the cut. Not in the Christmas Plan by Etta Easton is who I voted for, but I read a lot of holiday books. So let's see. I read A Night with Miss Grinch. I didn't get to read Just Right. Mistletoe Kiss on Ice. Yes, I did have a difficult time with this category because I was debating on Mistletoe Kiss on Ice or Not in the Christmas Plan. I gave that book 5 stars. We're gonna still stick with Not in the Christmas Plan. Best Black Erotica. I don't know why I said that way. I voted Don't Run by Sean. I gave that book a 5 star. I don't even know if I need to look at the rest. I DNF'd Body Count. So yeah, that is the author that I was thinking of. DN, you down? I am about to start reading it. It's 28 pages. I read this author, I think her name is Monet. Yeah, Monet Paris. I read one of her books 2 days ago. I forgot what it's called, and I loved it. I gave it a 5 star. And I was like, I think I'm gonna read her again. I want to say she has about 10 books. I stopped making predictions as far as who I think will make it into my top authors of the year because a lot of my favorite authors, I've read so many of their books that unless they publish at least 5 books within the same year, they won't be able to make it into my top authors of the year. J.L. Sears last year, I read, I want to say 8. I only have 1 left. I've read everything else. So she can't make it into my top this year unless I only read 2 books. Well, that's not even 2 books. That's 1 book. So she can't make it unless she publishes another, book this year or whatever. But Monet has 10 books, I want to say, and they are short. I'm not mad at that because I like knowing that I can go to different authors for different things. Sometimes I am in a smutty mood. I want a short book, a novella, a novelette, a short story. Hey, I can go to Monet because I know she's gonna have it. And the first book of hers I read, they were neighbors. I want to say it was like 40 something pages and this one is 28. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm locking in. Okay, Don't Run, I see it. Oh, I did not know A.H. Cunningham published a book last year. She's kind of a hit or miss author for me. Outro, I did read. The Nasty Hour. Oh, I attempted to read that 2 days ago, and that's why I went with the other book by Monet. I think I put that one down because at the very, very beginning, it says something about, we don't need no safe words here. We don't need no safe words. I'm just not gonna do it. And I'm a little too scared. With Cookies on Top by Bella J. Bella J has a few books that I love. I want to say this is in a series, like the first book might be called like Cookie Dough or something, and I loved it. I just didn't realize she was gonna do other books, so I just need to make sure that these are different characters because I hope it's not the same because I don't remember the characters at all, and I'm not a rereader. I did read Yes, Professor Hendrix. That book was wild, and it got wild at the end. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, we're sticking with Don't Run. Best Black Young / New Adult Fiction Book. Did I read any fiction? I mean, YA? I did. Oh, well, I'm sure it's gonna be in here. No, it's not. Okay. I put, and I was hesitant because I'm like, this isn't young adult. This is more middle grade, and I don't even see it. I put Blood in the Water by Tiffany D. Jackson. So they must really be, because I know I can't be the only one that put that in there. So they must really be checking their P's and Q's, making sure it's published in 2025 and making sure at least that it matches, overall the category. Like, I don't think that was young adult. I did read Skin or Skin. I don't really remember much about it, like enough to vote for it. I don't know. All the Noise at Once. I own it. I was sent that from a publisher. I can't even find it no more. Oh, I see it. It's over there. I did read Audrey and Bash Are Just Friends, and I debated on putting that in here, so I might vote for it. I regret reading it because I was watching Babe in Library, and she mentioned the book. Apparently, the girl in there, Audrey, is the daughter of the main character from the other Tia Williams book, 7 Days in June. And I didn't know that because I haven't read it yet. I still have it on my shelf, probably going on 4 years now. So had I known that, I would have waited. Blood Moon, I'm still not able to get that from my library just yet. Bones at the Crossroads, I did not read the first book. Or did I DNF it technically? I'm not reading Eternal Ruin. I actually didn't like the first book. Immortal something and Immortal something. Girls Who Play Dead. I was not sent that book and I was so PO'd. But it doesn't matter because I will read it regardless. I just forgot about it. Okay, y'all. I think I gotta kneel a little bit because my back is killing me. Heartsick. I own it. I would have read it last year and I most likely would have voted for it. I could vote for it now, but it just does not feel right to vote for something I did not read. I just wasn't ready for it at the moment. If You Stayed, It's You Every Time. Make Me a Monster. I was not able to read that either. My library still don't have it. Pretty Girl County. Safety Net. I did read that, but I don't know if I loved it. The Scammer! Okay. The Scammer was actually my second book of this year, of 2026, but I did read it. And it is new adult. I would say it's more new adult than young adult. I'm voting for The Scammer. I also own This Could Be Forever. Best Black Novella. I think this was the category I struggled with. I didn't know what to put. I put Don't Run by Sean. I gave it a 5-star. But let's see what else they have on here. A Night with Miss Grinch. It was okay. It was okay. I actually would have wanted it to be longer, like a full-length novel, just so we could get more of like their background of the two characters. It's not on here. Don't Run is not on here. What are y'all on? Why is this not on here? Okay, so I might not be able to vote. Well, if I have to, I can vote for the other one I said I just read. One Night. And what is this? Best Novella? Speak by J.L. Seegers. I did read. Which one was Speak? I don't remember. And it's bad that I don't remember. Well, not really, because I don't remember a lot of things. I'm gonna do A Night with Miss Grinch because I did enjoy it. Best Black Romance. I did not put anything. Why did I not put anything? Mind you, majority of what I read are Black books. But again, I think I just had trouble trying to figure out which ones were new releases. I didn't keep good track. I am not reading that superhero series by Elizabeth Stevens. I DNF'd the first book in that series. That might be the first book, I don't know. I didn't like it. Concrete and Cadence, I believe, is on KU. I see it sometimes. What is this? Hold on. I don't remember what category this is. Best Black Romance. Okay, now I gotta sit again. Plus Sized Player. I have it saved. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Oh my gosh. What do you mean? I haven't read any of these. The Last Man on Earth. I did. And again, I really enjoyed it. So far, that's what I'm picking. The Love Syllabus. I attempted to read it, but again, I just wasn't ready yet. Well, I guess I technically DNF'd, but like, it's not marked anywhere that I DNF'd. And I really want to read Unexpected Pass as well. I believe that's a football romance. Okay, so I'm going with The Last Man on Earth. Best Black Nonfiction Book. I didn't put anything. I don't think I read any I don't read nonfiction. Sorry. I did read 2 last year. It was 2 memoirs, but they were white authors. Alison Stoner and Jeanette McCurdy. Just cause. I do want to read some more nonfiction this year. I don't even need to look at these. I didn't read none of that. Best Black Children's Book. See, Blood in the Water should be here. And is that what I put? And I didn't even put anything. Or at least I didn't screenshot it. Girl, I don't know what I was on. We're going with Blood in the Water. I don't read lots of children. Best Black Queer Romance Book. Did they change that? Okay, they must have changed the name of that because it was Best Black LGBTQIA+ book, and I put The Illusion of Power by J.L. Seegers. It's an MMF. Isaac's Song. So far, I'm going to click on Isaac's Song for now. He is gay. It was a historical fiction. I would say it was historical fiction. Oh yeah, duh, I gave it a 5-star. I preferred Isaac's Songs over, I forgot what the first book is called. Even though technically you can read whichever one you want first, I would just highly suggest to read the first book. This is like a follow-up. Son of the Morning. We're going to stick with Isaac's Song for now. I feel like Isaac's Song deserves some kind of award. The Illusion of Power. Now they finally have a book that I nominated in the category. I'm going to stick with Isaac's Song because I gave it a 5-star. Okay, next. Best Black Mystery. I want to say it was something about Carol. We don't talk about Carol. That, I can just go to it. I know it's on here. We don't talk about Carol. Period. Sorry y'all, but we don't talk about Carol, 5 stars. I am actually reading The Princess and the P.I. I have read this author before. I wasn't a fan of the other book that I read, but it was like a retelling or reimagining and I wasn't interested in that. So I have higher hopes for this because it's a romantic suspense. Best Black rom-com. I did not put anything. I think it's because I take these categories very seriously and it's like I don't want to put a book that does not belong in that category. And I feel like some of these are a little questionable, but they can't be because it seems like they're doing their due diligence and really checking their P's and Q's. Losing Sight. How did I forget about that? Well, hold on, y'all misspelled Tati Richardson. I'm gonna click on that for now. I think I remember enjoying it. The love lyric. And I love Christina Forrest. Let me preface with that. It was the partner plot that wasn't my favorite. The love lyric though. Anyway, we're gonna stick, plus size player. But we're gonna stick with Losing Sight. Best Black paranormal fantasy book. I put Son of the Morning for that one. Son of the Morning, gotcha. I did read The Ghost of Gwendolyn Montgomery. And I actually did debate on which one. But I enjoyed Son of the Morning, I think, a little more. The Macabre, is that how you say that? I have heard What's Up CC talk about that book and I added it to my TBR. It is a long book, I just haven't read it yet. I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook. Best Black sports romance book. I didn't put none. Did I read any of these? No Ordinary Love. Yeah, but oh, I have it. Oh, I think I returned it actually. I'd gotten it from the library. I don't know if I would say that's a sports romance though. I mean, the MMC was a baseball player, a professional baseball player. I think it focused more on her being a pop star versus him being a baseball player. And I didn't like it. I gave it a 2-star. Friction. I must be thinking about the wrong CCJ book because Friction, the one that I read, was not a sports romance. Friction? I guess, but maybe I just didn't like it enough to remember that. Yeah, I didn't read these. Spring Awakening, I attempted, but again, I wasn't in the mood. An Unexpected Pass as well. So we're just gonna skip this one. Best Black Poly/Y Choose. I'm pretty sure I did JL Seekers. Yes. And I only did one more category, and I remember which one. I'm a little hungry. Okay, The Illusion of Power. Oh wait, I did read The Opportunity. Oh, but I wasn't a fan of that one. I want to say that's book 3 in a trilogy. Y'all better not be in the ditch. Best Black Poetry. I don't read poetry. I'm sorry. Best Black Dark Romance book. I don't really read... Call Me Mrs. Taylor. That was dark romance. I think I read more Black dark romance books than I think, but they're not the same as like white authors' dark romance or Latinx authors' dark romance. Because I feel like some of these, I don't know if I would say they're dark romance, which now that I think about it, Call Me Mrs. Taylor was for sure a dark romance. And I did enjoy it. Apparently, I don't remember much about it because there was a second book that just came out. I want to say this year. And I'm going to read it, but I need to figure out what the first one was about because I don't remember. But I remember enjoying it. Our Vicious Oaths, I do have. Son of the Morning, dark romance. Son of the Morning? Am I crazy? Or is that crazy? That does not belong in that category. What was dark about that? I understand Shadowed Obsession being in here because I want to say this had to do with a stalker. I did read it, by the way. I want to say I gave it a 3.75. And Violent Little Thing is on my Kindle library, whatever. But we're gonna go with Call Me Mrs. Taylor. Audiobooks. I don't listen to that many, and I don't think I listen to any of these. No. The only audiobook I remember listening to is The Ghost of Gwendolyn something. Whatever book that was. I did listen to the audiobook of that, and that's not on here. Best Black Book Club. I don't do book clubs. I'm sorry. And I think I actually do follow book clubs too, but I don't know them just by like looking at the name. So we're gonna have to skip because it doesn't feel right to just pick anything. Best Black Literary Content Creator. I did pick Kayla's Bookish Vibes. So I'm gonna go ahead and click her, but I want to see who else is on here. If I recognize any names. Neek B. Jordan. That might not be the same Jordan I'm thinking of. Britt and her books. Oh, she's on here twice. Jaleesa. Ray the Reviewer. Sarah reads. Sometimes Robin reads. And she has a baby. Ah! Kayla too. Kayla just had a baby. The Love Library. There's something about the way that Ebony does her videos, like her Instagram videos, her TikTok videos, so creative. But because I did nominate Kayla, we're gonna go with Kayla's Bookish Vibes. I'm rooting for everybody black. Okay, Best Black Book Author Podcast. This is where we just don't vote for anything because I don't listen to podcasts. Okay, skip. Best Black Book Author Vlog. YouTube. Bella J. I'm gonna need to check out her stuff. I didn't know she had a podcast or anything. Kayla's Bookish Vibes. Oh, or YouTuber. Wait, I thought they had to be authors. So I can vote for Kayla? That's why I didn't put anybody for this. I thought it had to be authors. Like authors who had a YouTube or something. We're gonna vote for Kayla again. Okay, Best Black Magazine. I don't read no magazines. Best Black Narrator. I don't know how y'all remember narrators. When I listen to a book, that's it. That's it. I don't remember anyone's names. Journalist. Who's on here? Don Lemon. I do know Mark. Sometimes I don't know names. We gonna go with Don Lemon. Best Black Screenwriter. Again, how do y'all know this? Oh, okay. I do recognize Sinners. I haven't seen it. So this is the one category. I'm gonna... Reasonable Doubt! Ramala! Reasonable Doubt. That's my show! Even though I still didn't watch season 3. Y'all need to go watch Reasonable Doubt if y'all haven't seen it. Emma Yahtzee's in there. My man, McKinley Freeman. He plays Lewis. He's married to Jax, played by Emma Yahtzee. She is the main character of the show. Y'all, I could go on and on. Season 2, the best. I haven't seen season 3 yet. And I remember being in the comments like, where's season 3? It's been out. It's been complete. And I still haven't seen it yet. Yeah, we're going with Ramala for Reasonable Doubt. I think I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Best Black Owned Bookstore. The only books... Okay, Black & Company. I think that's the one in New Orleans. No, that's Baldwin. Baldwin and Company or something. That's the one here. The only one I know, I might know it if I see it. It's the one that Sarah does content for. I think it's like Resistance something. Let's see if I recognize it. Resist Bookstore? I think that's the one. We're gonna vote for it. And I have heard of Reparations Club. Okay, oh, that's it. I may need to go back and take screenshots. So I'm gonna submit a little later because I don't think I can have it sent to my email. I don't remember logging in. So I'm gonna submit it after. But that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and I will be back for the final vote. And I'm sure I'm gonna have at some point some kind of reading vlog for some of these categories. If you reach the end of this video, comment down below this emoji. And I'll see you next week. Bye!